Shalom, shalom. Give all honor, praise, glory to you, How about Shem Yahushai, Wahakadash Double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone, teaching truth on down to us younger brothers. And also shalom to, the elders that are over me and my congregation. Shalom to hopeful elect and the ones that are laboring in my congregation. So, Lord willing, this will be edifying. I'm gonna play this video.
Ukraine, and now Russia's nuclear forces on special alert. Tonight, Russian state TV announced our submarines alone are capable of launching more than 500 nuclear warheads, guaranteed to destroy America and all of NATO. So what is this? Brinkmanship? Alone are capable in Ukraine, and now Russia's nuclear forces on special alert. Tonight, Russian state TV announced our submarines alone are capable of launching more than 500 nuclear warheads, guaranteed to destroy America and all of NATO.
They said the Russians submarine alone, not counting wherever else they holding them at, the submarine, 500 nuclear missiles. That's 10. That's 10 for each of the 50 states in America. That's crazy. That will do what the scriptures say, that'll do it. As far as what the scriptures say will happen to Babylon, America, that'll do it right there. 10 nukes for each state of America, that'll do it. Along with the, chariots, burnish stuff up too. So that's just 500 on that submarine. They more than likely got more elsewhere. Jeremiah 50:14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord. Spare no arrows. And they said the submarine has 500 alone. He said, let's replay that.
In Ukraine, and now Russia's nuclear forces on special alert. Tonight, Russian state TV announced our submarines alone are capable of launching more than 500 nuclear warheads, guaranteed to destroy America.
And this is just Russia, not including China, North Korea, not including the other people that's gonna, tag along and sending missiles towards Babylon way. Russia has 500 on the submarines. Russia more than likely got more in a different location. So because we only know of 500, we can say at least 500. It would be fair to say 1,000. But nukes going all over the world. But, Babylon ain't going to eat, all of them. Because Babylon has to get turned to a desert. So, more than 500 nukes. Spare no arrows. So, let's see. Put yourselves in array against Babylon. Round about. All ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her. Spare no arrows. For she has sinned against the Lord. Yeah. So, Babylon gonna eat at least 500 nukes. Where is this scripture? And what would that do to Babylon? Let me hold on. And in our lesson, in our video that we just did not too long ago, the brothers in my congregation, we were just going over all this stuff, and then I see that guy on his channel drop that video talking about Russia got 500 nukes on submarines. Yeah, these scriptures that we were just going over. Isaiah 19, Isaiah 13 and 19, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Main point right here, next verse. And it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there. So yeah, you get the point. It's gonna be a desert. Not saying it's gonna look exactly like this, but it's gonna be a desert because everything is gonna get disintegrated. This is just, likened to this. It's never gonna be inhabited again. It takes a lot of fire, a whole lot of burning, a whole lot of everything, for the entire America to look like this. That 500 nukes, that'll do it. That'll help do it. Now I'm gonna get this video, and now I'm gonna get that. This was made 2 years ago, around 2 years ago, depending on what month it was in. But it's no coincidence that a simulation was made a couple years ago of a U.S. and a Russian nuclear war. It's no coincidence. All right, so let's see. It says, what follows is a depiction of how a conflict between Russia and the United States could escalate from conventional war to all-out nuclear war. The simulation is based on real force postures, targets, and fatality estimates. Nuclear warning shot said the simulation begins in the context of a conventional conflict in hopes of, what does it say? Hold on. Okay. Okay, yeah. Halting. Slide. It says, in hopes of halting a U.S. NATO advance, Russia launches a nuclear warning shot from a base near the city. I believe it says Kaliningrad. NATO retaliates with a single tactical nuclear strike. Okay, so it says basically the warning shot is to prevent U.S. from trying to help advance. Because Russia launches a nuclear warning shot, to stop them in their tracks, to make sure that they don't help or interfere. And this brings me to this article. Putin declares war and warns foreign powers of unprecedented consequences if they interfere. This is up to date stuff right here, and that the simulation is 2 years ago. Vladimir Putin has warned the international community of consequences greater than any of you faced in history over any attempted interference, as he declared the start of an invasion into Ukraine. So this is what the simulation is talking about. It says the simulation begins in the context of a conventional conflict in hopes of halting a U.S. NATO advance. So Russia's launched a nuclear warning shot. So Russia did something first. Well, according to the simulation, Russia did something first. But, reality in today's time, Putin is just warning. I might have watched this a long while ago. So I might end up skipping through. As the nuclear threshold is crossed. So the threshold is crossed now. Somebody launched the nuke. So the threshold is already crossed. That's what everyone tries to avoid. Because everybody got the nukes. Everyone doesn't want to have to use it because of what it will lead to. Once the first person uses a nuke, you know what I'm saying, it's going to lead to some even greater. More people using the nukes now. So it says as the nuclear threshold is crossed, fighting escalates to a tactical nuclear war in Europe. Russia sends 300 nuclear warheads via aircraft and short-range missiles to hit NATO bases and advancing troops. NATO responds with approximately 180 nuclear warheads via aircraft. And it says immediate casualties, 2.6 million over 3 hours. Well, according to the scriptures, Revelation 18:19, and they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, the great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships, and the sea, by reason of her costliness. Main point says, for in 1 hour is she made desolate. It's going to take 1 hour to wipe out America. So, yeah, this is Russia. All this red right here. This is Russia. Well, now you can't see. Oh, shit. This is Russia. this is not even. This is over there still in Europe. Now, America over there. Let me see what they doing. It might show it. With Europe destroyed, NATO launches a strategic nuclear strike of 600 warheads from U.S. land and submarine-based missiles armed at Russian nuclear forces. Before losing its weapon system, it says Russia launches on warning, responding with missiles launched from, what's to say, silos, rolled mobile vehicles, and submarines. So in that video, it said 500 from submarines. Now this says from silos, rolled mobile vehicles, and submarines. So they got missiles in those two places too. So that's 500 plus. Let's see how this looks. Now we don't know exactly how it's gonna happen. Like in order everything goes, but we know that no arrow is gonna be spared. And Babylon's gonna get wiped out, disintegrated, turned to ash. But yeah. Let me just get this video and I'm gonna close out. This is a Netflix series called The 100.
As we speak, there are people with connections all over the world scrambling for bunkers.
If he's telling the truth.
Cal, your father, is a lot of things, but he is not a liar.
Let's let this play out so you guys can see.
She's hacking nuclear launch codes.
What's wrong? I don't know.
Hello, Bill?
Anaconda.
Bill, if this isn't real.
It is.
So basically, this show is about the after effect of a nuclear war. Basically, Esau, convincing himself that he can survive it and have a life on after that.
You have 20 minutes. I've already sent the chopper. It'll be there in 5. I pray that you're both on it.
Anaconda? Come with me. What? No, I'm not going anywhere until...
Do what I say!
Here, put on your key.
Doomsday Pack. She know what time it is.
What about Lucy?
Lucy's not in the second dawn.
Mom, neither are we. We left. What the hell is going on?
Anaconda is code for the missiles are in the air. Now put on the damn pack.
He's lying. This is just another way to get us back. How would he know before anyone else?
He doesn't. As we speak, there are people with connections all over the world scrambling for bunkers.
If he's telling the truth.
Cal, your father is a lot of things, but he is not a liar.
Hey. Everything okay?
Fine, yeah.
Are you sure? Because
Mom, what the hell? I know. It's so much easier for her this way. Or not. If you don't, tell
You got through the leg, I see encryption. I have no idea how.
slow down. I'm locking in the signal.
She got out. She's on the grid. She's cracking systems. She just got through the portal security for Stratcom in Omaha.
What is she doing? She's hacking nuclear launch codes. What? Too many people. Send Allie's poison pill virus through the web. Do it now. Kill her.
I did that 10 minutes ago. She's locked me out of everything.
Chris, get to the lighthouse bunker. Do it now.
Doctors, there's a situation on the ground. 27 ICBMs have been launched from China. No one knows why, but it's real. It's headed for the United States.
Open the window.
I've told the crew to contact their families. If there's anyone you need to talk to.
Commander, we finally got a hold of your wife.
I'm here, patch you through. Emily? Oh, thank God. Is Sarah with you?
Is it true what they're saying on the news?
Yes, it's true. Hey, can you put her on the phone with us? I want her to hear my voice. Of course. I'll teach you to write it as soon as we...
What have I done?
It's like if I was making it hard to see. You see nukes going back and forth, opposite directions, similar to the simulation. But it's prophecy. This is what the prophets, so they saw. They saw things like these, and they described them, as arrows and, different things. Stars falling from heaven. Let me get this. Revelation 6:12, and I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell into the earth. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island was moved out of their places. and the kings of the earth, and the great men and the rich men, and the chief captains and the mighty men, and every bondman, every freeman hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. And you see them trying to go to their bunkers, trying to, hurry to, get to safety and get to bunkers. But, it's written that they're going to get snatched up out of there. Can't go nowhere. So, yeah, it's getting real close. But, like we always got to remind ourselves and other brothers. This should just be right there. Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So these rumors must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So even this video itself is a rumor. Just a warning. Like everything, we've been seeing lately. Rumors, because there are things that have to happen beforehand. So we have to brace ourselves. Brace yourself, as the brother Shariaf said on the highways yesterday. Which Lord willing, I'll go into a lesson, titled Brace Yourself. But yeah, we got to brace ourselves, because if this is coming, if we get in this nuclear war talk on the level that it is now, Putin do something. Putin if y'all do something, it's going to be unprecedented, consequences. Nuclear talks. North Korea testing out missiles. More and more. A whole bunch this year. 8, I believe. So, yeah. But, Chip got to come. Jacob Trump got to come. Stuff that we got to brace ourselves for. So, my witness edifying and/or exhorting. Shalom to the hopeful elect. And the brothers of my congregation, shalom.